Hello, forest friends! I just wanted to do a different kind of video for you guys. I am nearing 75 subscribers and I just wanted to thank you all so much for taking your time to watch my videos, to hang out and to comment, subscribe, all the stuff you guys have been doing. I don't know why you do, but you do, so that's really awesome. The way I think you guys would get to know me best is through my taste in like movies and music and things like that. If you know me personally, you know I am quite a bit of a weirdo. And a lot of my humor comes from movies that I've seen. This won't be rating necessarily the quality or anything. It's just the movies I've held on to. I'm 27 years old. I was born in 1988, which will have relevance later, so just remember that. Anyways, I feel like it's kind of a little bit of an accomplishment to hold on to any stack of movies through all the moves and changes that have gone on in my life. I'm gonna get right on to the list. The first movie that I have held on to over the years is The Brave Little Toaster. I'm not 100% positive when this movie came out, but on the back of it, it does say that it was the winner of the 1988 Parents' Choice Award, which leads me to believe that it is about my age. Almost 30 years old. This movie is really funny. It has John Lovitz playing the radio. He's this little guy right here. But basically, these brave little appliances go on a magical journey to find their master. The next movie in the stack of movies I have held on to over the years actually has good reason. I've held on to this particular DVD because it is a tradition that my friends and I, we go way back, we have had a Christmas rejects party. Christmas Day, after everyone finishes all of their family stuff and they kind of want to have somewhere to go, or they didn't have family at all, they would all come to my apartment and we would have the Christmas reject party, in which our traditions were to, number one, watch The Labyrinth with David Bowie, rest his soul. And we would also watch Home Alone 2. This is the best of 90s slapstick comedy, and Macaulay Culkin when he was a little guy. Funny stuff. Marvin Harry, like the best and funniest bad guys ever. If you haven't seen Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, it is just as good, if not better, than the first one. It's debatable. I haven't even decided, but I think you guys would really like it. So if you haven't seen it, get on it, you filthy animals. The next movie actually has our second appearance from Macaulay Culkin. This is Uncle Buck. John Candy plays a hilarious version of an estranged uncle. It doesn't come around too much, but he has to babysit for the weekend, and the shenanigans in this movie, it is another one of those like 80s, 90s, just goofy, fun movies. I really love it. I'll pay you $1 to see Uncle Buck. I'm just kidding. I don't have very many bucks, so I can't give you guys bucks, but you should definitely watch it. Don't you guys miss movie rental stores like Blockbuster and stuff, where you could just like go find old movies whenever the heck you wanted? Those were the good old days. You didn't have to commit or download or have any sort of device, just a DVD player, VHS player, a couple bucks. You got yourself a time. As if you haven't seen Clueless by now. This is one of those generation-defining, just feel-good, funny, just, if you haven't seen Clueless, I don't even know what to tell you. It's whatever. But no, you really should. I don't care if you're a guy or gal. Clueless is the bomb. It's just the 90s in a movie. It's wonderful. The next one, it's kind of a guilty thing. I know every girl and their mom and their aunts and cousins and everyone, they all love this movie. We've probably all seen it by now. So another one of those, I feel like I really don't have to explain myself. Mean Girls! This was definitely the prime of Miss Lohan. Faye is a genius, and she really did make it so I think that guys can watch this movie without feeling too bad. And it's just like not your average chick flick. I love Mean Girls. If you would like to see a different kind of Tim Burton film, the kind that will make you laugh and cry and get warm and fuzzy feelings, and it's kind of sad, but it's also just like one of the most unique movies I have ever seen. It's so beautifully strange. Even if you're not into the whole Tim Burton movie thing, this movie is just, it's going to be a timeless classic, I'm telling you. Big Fish. There are so many talented actors and actresses in this movie. Danny DeVito, my homie, I love him in everything from Matilda when I was a wee little one to Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you don't watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, do it. It is so funny. Anyways, yeah, Danny DeVito's in this. Jessica Lange. And Steve Buscemi, he's in it too. This movie has such a fabulous cast, and it's just a really good storyline. If you haven't seen Big Fish, it's something you can watch with the whole family. I think everyone can take something from this. It is just a beautiful, wonderful, fantabulous, whimsical. Alright guys, this is where things are going to start getting a little strange and or creepy. So if you are younger than, 17, 18, unless you got your parents around, I can probably show you these movies, but whether you watch them at home or not is going to be totally up to your adult self or your parents. So, here we go. Silent Hill. This one was actually a pretty good tribute to the games. I am a little bit of a nerd. I do play the old Silent Hill games on PlayStation 1 and 2. I think Silent Hill 2 is the coolest game ever. If you're into being spooked and you want a playable game, I'm not good at third-person shooters, I'm not good at first-person shooters, so it's always better for me when I can, see my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, Silent Hill is good, and if you like solving puzzles, it's good for that too. But the movie kind of mashed up a lot of the games for me. It was kind of goofy, but, they got it done well. It was pretty spooky looking and a little disturbing and pretty accurate to the game, so I liked it a lot. This next movie is one of the older ones I have left in my collection. It was directed by George A. Romero and Stephen King, and it is freaking crazy. I watched this when I was 2 and 3 years old, legit. My parents had the VHSs, and I would kind of sneak and go get them, and if they weren't watching them, me and my brothers, we were. Creepshow! This movie is kind of a little collection of I think 4 or 5 different stories, short stories, but it is kind of goofy. It can be creepy to some people, I imagine, but I love it. I think it's fun. Take anything at all from this movie if you choose to watch it. You will definitely learn that you should stay away from meteor goo. Oh, Lordy Amber, you've done it again, you lunkhead. Cabin fever! We got cabin fever. We got cabin fever. We got cabin fever. This is the work of Eli Roth. And if you're into horror movies at all, you know that Eli Roth can be very creative with his horror films. He, I think, did Hostel and stuff like that. But there are some really good ones like this one. This one is actually really funny to me. After seeing this movie, there are a few things that you will just never look at the same way again. Number 1, shaving your legs. Comment down below if you've seen that movie and you know what I'm talking about right now. Tell me it didn't take you a couple days to want to shave your legs again after seeing Cabin Fever. And I've only got one word for you. Pancakes! The next movie that I have held on to is a more recent movie, and it's one of like 0 remakes I have. This is a really cool remake. I think that it stayed true to the original really well, and I am talking about The Evil Dead. The original is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's another one that, you know, I would watch when I was way younger. My younger brothers are super into it also. I'm really trying to see that Ash vs. Evil Dead, but I have no idea how to access it right now. I think it's on Stars or something like that. I don't know. But the remake was really good, even though they kind of changed the story. Loved how they kept it light with the special effects. I know that a lot of the really cool and gory things that happened, they used like handmade props for, and the stuff was actually happening. Like there was a blood raining scene. When you see this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that was like actually pouring on the girl. She was acting while in this swamp of fake blood. Like it's a really good one if you can stomach it. Nothing makes me jump. Like I said, I've been watching horror movies since I was like a baby, and I have a really tough skin when it comes to that kind of thing. And this got me. This made me jump. I think more than once, but once for sure. It does retain a little bit of the goofy feeling from the original, even though it does take things a lot more seriously. It's still really good. Watch the original. Watch this one. I highly recommend the two. Bruno. It is a pretty messed up movie. If you have like messed up humor or you're not easily offended, this is a great one to watch. It is Sacha Baron Cohen, I think that's how you say it. Well, he is an Austrian supermodel in this one, and oh my goodness, I don't know what the rating is, but be careful who you watch this one with, but it is just, it's too funny. I can't say enough about it. This one will provide you with yet another thing you'll never be able to hear the same, which is the Titanic theme song. If you've seen it, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you should get on it. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Pineapple Express. James Franco, Seth Rogen. A Ridiculous Adventure. Some of the most quotable things I've ever heard come from that movie. You need to see Pineapple Express. It's actually pretty adventurous. You know, considering it's like a stoner adventure film, it's pretty intense. You should really watch it. Last but certainly not least, I'll just let you go ahead and read it in case some people get offended. Like I said, these last movies are kind of messed up and definitely for a more mature audience, but it's really not as bad as the cover makes it seem. It is directed and also stars the guys from South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. This is an oldie but a goodie, and not a lot of people talk about this one or seem to know it at all. And I think it's one of the funniest things that they have ever done. Let me see what year this came out for you. This came out in 2005, and like I said, people talk about basketball and they talk about Team America and stuff, and those are awesome, but this one, you just got to see it to understand. All I can say is hamster style. Find out what it is. That was my goofy and random collection of films that I have managed to hold on to over the years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the support you've given me so far. I hope that this video helps you get to know me just a little bit better. I know it's kind of hard to get to know me when I'm just unboxing things and talking about makeup, which I really truly, I don't know a lot about, but I love surprises. I love unboxing things. I love finding freebies, and I love makeup. So now you know what I love even more than makeup, and that is weird movies. Please let me know some of your favorite movies. Let me know what's in your collection of movies you've been able to physically hold on to throughout the years. I will see you all next time. Bye!